NI Water delivers approximately 575 million litres of clean, safe drinking water to households and businesses across Northern Ireland every day. By supplying clean, fresh water and safely managing wastewater, NI Water safeguards public health, underpins economic growth and protects the environment, which benefits everyone in Northern Ireland. Every day, staff working for authorised bodies such as local councils, road service and NI Fire and Rescue Services will use hydrants on the water network. If you are an operative working for such bodies, this awareness video will teach you about the impacts transients can have on water quality and NI Water's infrastructure. Over the last decade, NI Water has been focusing on the root causes of transient surge in water networks. By reviewing past interruption events, our studies have identified incorrect valving techniques can be directly linked to transient surges and burst interruptions. A transient surge or water hammer is caused when there is a sudden change in water velocity inside a pipe. This causes rapid shock waves that travel throughout the network, potentially causing damage to the water infrastructure. When a water valve is shut off suddenly, high pressure builds upstream, travelling back in the form of a ripple effect. This surge has the potential to increase the network pressure by as much as 3 times the normal operating pressure. Studies carried out by Water UK state that as much as 60% of bursts and water quality issues can be a direct consequence of sharp changes in flow and pressure. In 2018, NI Water invested in a purpose-built training facility to teach staff how to minimise the effect of transient surges caused by valving operations. This is called the CAM Network Training Centre. In this video, you will learn how to operate valves safely to reduce the risk of costly bursts and supply interruptions to customers. Before operating the hydrant, ensure you have obtained permission from NI Water, who may identify specific hydrants on the network for you to use. Ensure you have completed a risk assessment and have the relevant PPE and equipment for operating the hydrant. Always disinfect your standpipe and the hydrant outlet to minimise the risk of contamination. Be aware you must consider the environmental implications for any wastewater runoff from a hydrant to a river or stream nearby. Here we show the incorrect way of how to operate a valve. Notice a spike on the graph showing you the increased pressure surge. This pressure surge can increase threefold at this point, causing potential damage and discoloration. You will notice a ripple effect, which means the surge will travel through the network and potentially result in a burst upstream. Now we will demonstrate the correct way to operate a valve using CAM techniques. Check the valve position. It is crucial to know the position of the valve before operating. Actuate. Before turning the valve to open the hydrant, it is important to understand the correct technique. When opening the hydrant from the fully closed position, the valve should be opened very slowly to approximately 5 to 10%. Notice the smooth movement on the graph as the operator slowly turns the valve. The valve should be operated in a very slow and consistent manner until you receive the flow of water required for your task. Remember, you don't always need to open the hydrant fully. Listen for water sound or valve noise. You should stop and listen to the valve frequently, as this is critical to understanding the effects of its operation. Monitor and be prepared. It is important to be observant when carrying out valve operations. You may be interrupting supply to customers in that area by operating the hydrant. The same CAM principles apply when closing a valve or hydrant. The valve should be closed at a constant slow pace until it's 75% closed. You should then close the remaining 25% in a very slow and consistent manner. This is a crucial stage in the operation. when the pressure will begin to increase upstream on the network. Remember to keep sounding the valve throughout its operation, and you should notice the noise levels will increase more as the gate closes. The noise will stop completely to confirm the valve is shut tight. Do not overstress the valve spindle, as this can cause the valve to rupture. In certain circumstances, such as emergencies, the fire and rescue services will be allowed to use a large diameter standpipe. When using a standpipe of this size, it is even more critical you follow the CAM procedures closely. By adopting the CAM technique, by operating valves slowly, you will reduce the risk of burst mains and discoloration on the water network. Here is a recap. Ensure you've informed NI Water of your intention to abstract water from their network. Ensure you are trained for the task, complete a risk assessment, and have the correct PPE. Always disinfect your equipment before connecting to the hydrant. Remember, opening or closing valves too quickly can cause transient surges on the water network, resulting in bursts and water quality issues. Always follow CAM network techniques when operating valves. CAM stands for check, actuate, listen, monitor. Information and advice can be found using our online web chat services at www.niwater.com/contact-us. If an emergency occurs during the operation of a hydrant, be sure to inform NI Water immediately by contacting our customer service centre on 03457 44 00 88.